Well, good morning. We're leaving McLeod's.
Yes.
And Shasta Forest. We're going to get on that highway right there, and we're going to get on to the 5, take the 5 up to Medford, across down to Cave Junction, down, and then back down into California, around over to the 1, and go through Crescent City, and then go back up to Gold Beach, and then go back across back into Oregon, and get to the campground.
Yeah.
The only reason why we have to go all the way around is because one of the roads is not open yet, because they don't open it until May. And I guess the road is pretty gnarly anyways, and I don't know if I want to take the camper over it, but who knows, I don't know. They say that that's the way to Medford when we're at the campground, and that's the best way to, and fastest way to go get food. It takes only an hour instead of 2 or 3 or whatever. so yeah. All right guys, so we're gonna undo everything. Got the inside already done. Max has been doing his poops. Now we gotta undo all this stuff. And I'm gonna set this little tripod-y thing up and see if it works very well. All right. All right, so she's got that off, and then I'm going to take this off, and she's going to hold the camera for me so you can see how to do this. Aim that right there. Thank you. So I'm going to take this off. It goes the opposite direction. I would think it would go, but it doesn't. This in, and then this has to come off. See how tight I had it?
Yeah.
I don't understand why it leaked. Okay. That's all the rest of it. We put a new one on when we get there?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, look at the camera. So that's how we do that. And then put it all in there. We move these things. Let me put this little tripod down. We move these railroad ties so we can get back a little further. But yeah, we look pretty good. Max is still tied up. Nope, he's gone. He's in the car. So we'll pull straight out. When we get past all this, we're going to put it all back for the people, because the people were really super nice to us, and they're work campers too, and I don't want to not do what we're supposed to do, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to move the picnic table back over too. Are you ready, Grace?
Fighting the hose. It's cold.
It's cold and it doesn't want to go in there?
No.
Yeah, it's better when it's hot, isn't it?
This is the 50-foot one.
No.
It's brand new, so it's all still stiff.
Yeah, the 50-foot one we had to use when we got to Yuma, because the water next to us didn't work. All right, she's gonna put it in there now. This is the way we do it.
I gotta push. No, I can't. I have to go underneath.
Okay, well, you do that. Meanwhile, we got everything up here. Looks good. I'm plugged in. You know, I didn't notice that, but we're going to change that. I'm going to turn off the camera just for a second. What I noticed was this here for the brakes is going up and over all sorts of wires before it gets there, and that's not good at all. So we're going to fix that right now. Let me turn this off. So yeah, this cable right here is the brake cable. So if somehow, some way, this gets disconnected from this, right, and that gets disconnected somehow, then that pin will pull and it will slam on the brake so the trailer doesn't go any further. So I think that's fine the way it is. I don't know how it got so long.
I know.
All right, guys, so we are going to depart. We're going to fix our area, make sure it's nice and clean for them, and then we'll be on the road. So get in the car, let's go. All right, guys, we're going north on the 5. Next little town that we come to out of Shasta is Weed. And I don't know what that mountain is right there, but I don't think that's Mount Shasta, because Mount Shasta had a lot of snow on it, which is probably the one that's way over there. But yeah, so we're on the 5. I'm doing about 55 right now. We're kind of still going up, and we got 96 miles before we get into Medford. So that's probably gonna be about 45 miles into Oregon we've got. So we're on the road, guys. We're about 3,000 feet up right now, and Weed Airport is right here. Kind of shaky this morning, bumpy road. We're in California still. I don't know how far the border is. We haven't had internet since we really left, gosh. We haven't had internet for about 2 or 3 weeks. It's kind of spotty wherever we are, and it takes forever to load anything, so we can't get on the map system very well. Rolling hills, little grassy, little desert. We just left Mount Shasta National Park. And this is what it dumps you out on 5. Beautiful land. All right, guys, we just went inside the little information center over here at the rest stop here in Oregon. We're about 20, maybe that, not even that, probably 17 miles away from Medford. And then we're going to cross over and get onto another road. How many miles does it say? It doesn't really say. But anyways, yep. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area. Rolling hills, green grass. Really nice. Kind of a partly cloudy day, but a little cool. It's 57 degrees up here. It's going to be cloudy tonight where we're going, and chance of rain Monday and Tuesday, or Sunday and Monday, not real sure. So we're going to get there, batten down the hatches, get everything off there, get everything all wrapped up and bundled up, and expect rain, I guess, is what we're going to have to do. And then we'll, like I said, keep saying we're going to have to go up to the doctors and see them up in Astoria, Warrington, Seaside area, and yeah. So we're gonna leave here in just a couple seconds, and we'll see you on the road. So we're back on the road now, and we're still on the 5. We're coming up to the 99 in a couple miles, and then we'll go kind of west, southwest, and go through Grants Pass, Kirby, Cave Junction, all that. Come back down out into Crescent City, and then go back up again, and then go to Gold Beach, and then come over. So we have about another 4 hours, maybe 5 hours of driving, depending on traffic and depending on the truck. But we're doing good. We're almost there. We will be there today. So where the campground is right on the Rouge River. We put an application in for it a couple years ago, and didn't put one in last year or this year, but all of a sudden we've got a call and said, hey, do you want the job? And we're like, yeah, I thought that was a neat place. No internet. I keep saying that, no internet. We're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do. Verizon doesn't work. We use Verizon, so we're gonna have to change over to AT&T. AT&T, hopefully we can swap and get at least one phone, and I hope they have a plan that I can have unlimited. So if that's the case, then I will just get another phone. Our phones, we have 2 more months on them before they're free and clear. We bought the phones, and we're supposed to get a $300 rebate when we get done paying for the phones. So I don't know. July is when we got them 2 years ago, and this July is, you know, it'll be over. So we'll see what happens with those. And internet, we'll see what happens with internet. There's nothing there, they said, not even in the office. It's hit or miss. So check this place out.
Greek Orthodox Church.
Yeah, Greek Orthodox Church. Isn't that pretty? So we changed over from the 5 to the 195, and we're going to be on it for about 70 miles. So actually probably about 60 now. This takes us through Grant Pass, Kirby, whatever, Cave Junction. As a kid, my dad, they moved away from the desert, like I said, when we were coming down and we went across here. And they moved to Kirby, a little teeny town, which was a logging town up here in Oregon. And they took a trailer and they moved it here, all up on the top. They went over the trees and placed it between the trees with a crane. And they had 2 halves. It was a double wide. And I don't know how long they lived up here, about 4 years, 5 years. And then they moved back to the desert again. I guess it got too cold up here and snowy and everything. So this is the first chance I've gotten to record. The last probably from Grants Pass to here, I'll tell you where we're at. Was just pretty gnarly, up and down, sideways. I think everything in the back in the camper is all over the place because it was gnarly. We are at the Pacific Ocean. So this is the 101. We're just gonna go into or back into Oregon. So this is just out of Crescent City going north. The way we came out was the 199, I believe it was. And then, yeah, and then he went to the 101. And it, I guess I said, dude, it was so gnarly. It was the worst I've ever been. It was pretty bad. We've done it once before. I remember how bad it was. She doesn't, and she didn't remember going that way, but we have been this way before. Well, we went down anyways. So we'll get into Oregon. We're gonna get some gas before we get to the campground one more time. Get some drinks, some beer.
There you are.
And then we're going to, yeah, she finally sees me. And then we are gonna go to work camp. So we should be there by 3:14 now. We should be there by 5:36 at the latest. Pretty drive though. You can't see anything over here. I thought maybe you could see the beach yet, but you can't. Yep, there you can, through these people's houses and stuff. Looks like smoke out. It's not. It's the marine layer since we are at the beach. So this is gonna be really nice for the winter. Oh look, here's a better view. Check that view. Ooh, pretty nice. Yep, now we're going up the 101. We got some more gas in that little town. I forgot the name of it, but Yep, we're gonna continue on the 101 for about, I don't know, 20 miles, if that. Gold Beach, 25 miles total. And then we're gonna head out, and I think it's probably a good 20-30 minutes out following the Rouge River. So we don't have too much longer. I think we got about another hour and a half, and we'll be there. This is the road that's going to take us to the campground. It is 26 miles down this road, and this is the Rouge River. So we will be on the Rouge River, just upstream. Really pretty here. It's going to be a good summer. Lightweight arrows. Hey guys, guess what? We're here. This is where we're going to be spending our summer at Agnes RV and Campground. And it is pretty here. It is really nice. On the other side of those little cabins are the Rouge River. Got a big open field up here, all grass. Got a lot of mowing to do this summer. And here's our stuff. We're gonna plug in. There we go. We're getting ready. I'm gonna help Dione set up, and then we'll come back and talk to you guys. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? My name is Michael.
And I'm Dione.
And welcome to Misfits Adventures. We've been here at the work camp for 3 days. We've settled in. We haven't showed you much. It kind of rained yesterday. We went to go get pay bills and stuff. We had to go about 26 miles out, and we finally got cell phone service, and I called up some folks, and paid all the bills and used the internet, and made sure our doctor's appointments were set, and they are. So we're leaving right now here, and we're going up the 101 all the way from Gold Beach all the way up to Astoria, because I have to go to doctor's appointments tomorrow.
Yep.
So we gathered up everybody, meaning you and the dog, and we're taking off, and we're going up to Astoria today. It's about a 6-7 hour drive. I don't even really know how far it is. I know we'll be there probably about 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. So it's right now about our favorite time to leave, about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, because it takes a while for me to get dressed. And then when we get up there, we'll get a hotel room, hopefully, and spend the night, 2 nights, and come back Friday. Or Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. So today is Tuesday, and it's a beautiful day out here. It rained last night, and it rained yesterday, the day before, at night, Sunday. So this is Tuesday, yeah. We're camping. You don't know what day it is half the time. Show you the park real quick. We set up more internet, or more TV. It didn't work. But here's the park. Nobody's here. A lot of these cabins are bought and paid for by somebody, so they come out every weekend, or they live here permanently. And then there's 28 cabins that are rentals here. And then the center here, this is all RV spots, pull-throughs kind of like. And these are all pull-throughs over here. So it's a small park. It's not a very big park, but they're going to fill up for sure by, I guess by June. They'll start filling up, and we'll be full all summer. And then they do hunting season and fishing season for salmon. So a lot of activity here in the park for the next 6 months. So stick around and check us out over here. We're trying to go right now to the doctor's office, like I said, and also we're going to try to get some internet. So we got to get new phones. We got to get a AT&T phone, right? So we'll get the AT&T phone, and everything will be good. So anyways, guys, we're going to get in the truck, and we're going to head off to Astoria, and we'll see how long it goes. I got the camera mounted on the truck because I'm not going to be able to hold the camera while we're going around turns and stuff. So it's mounted, and we should have a good ride. All right, first trip is 27 miles, 28 miles out of here. It takes a good 45 minutes, so we won't even be on 101 for about 45 minutes, right?
Right.
All right, guys, let's get in the truck and go.